All right, so I think our last topic here is going to be the Olympics because, I mean, I don't know. Apparently, they're getting great ratings. I actually saw that the other day. I don't know if everybody's watching them or it's just there's so much snow on the East Coast that everybody's just
they don't have anything to do.
There's nothing to do. I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to watch Shutter Island all... I mean, apparently that isn't happening.
What the fuck is Shutter Island?
Well, I don't know. It's a movie that came out. It's of course,
oh, the DiCaprio one.
I actually do want to see that. It got, like, mediocre reviews, but...
Scorsese, DiCaprio, I'll see it.
Exactly. I mean, they've worked together so much in the past before. Yeah. It's been great. But the Olympics, I think I can say I've watched a little bit of it, and I've been pretty disappointed with the level of entertainment.
Have you watched more or less this year in the previous Olympic year?
That's a good point, because I don't think I watched 1 second of Torino coverage.
I think, myself, I'm watching, I don't know, it's probably about the same, but this system that NBC seems to be having is so chaotic. I never know what the fuck.
What do you mean by the system? Like,
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not a system. I just don't know. It's like
what they're showing, like what's on
happening,
when.
what's happening. I mean, it's
on USA, it's on MSNBC,
yeah, it's on
CNBC. I don't know what channels those are.
Yeah,
they're not lined up next to each other.
Yeah. Do you think I have like USA programmed into something I go watch? Like I
don't
think I've watched USA ever.
What's on USA?
I don't
even know. But all of a sudden the Olympics are on USA.
Yeah. So how did that happen? You have one of the biggest sporting events. You know, it happens once every 4 years. I mean, obviously the Super Bowl's the king.
I guess. What do you think? It's like the ugly little sister of like Summer Olympics. Like the Summer Olympics, there's like events that I can relate to, and like Winter Olympics. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, seeing how it's so practical for a human being, 4 of them to get in a sled and go down an ice tube. I mean,
like who came up with that nonsense?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Olympics represented like feats and traits and powers of like human beings and
you think in ancient Greece they had Winter Olympics?
Yeah, you think they were fucking shooting down a bobsled? No.
They didn't even have ice.
They didn't even know what ice was.
No, they probably hadn't even discovered ice yet.
Yeah.
No idea. No idea. Okay. And all of a sudden somebody just came up with the idea that it's not fair, there's Summer Olympics. Probably and then they just had Winter Olympics. Yeah. What a joke.
You know, and even some of the more obscure sports I get, like the cross-country skiing and shooting, yeah, that's practical. I mean, that's something that people had to do back in the day.
Well, why isn't there snowshoeing? I bet they had to do that. Why isn't there, like, whale killing? Why isn't there, like, seal clubbing? I would watch that.
Sick.
I'm just saying.
Whaling. Now, there's an interesting
Whaling. Japanese, I'm pretty sure.
Hold this stranglehold on it.
Oh, they were dominant.
And for, like, did you ever watch Whale Wars? Great show.
Oh, of course. I think the guy died. No.
Really?
No, that was Deadliest Catch, the captain.
Oh, yeah.
He died. I don't know how he died. He died in Alaska somewhere. But anyway, whale wars.
Anyways, that would be great. I'd watch whaling in the Olympics.
Oh, are you kidding me? How is that not an Olympic event?
Yeah. I mean, all right, whales...
A bunch of Eskimos out there on the kayaks?
Yeah, the IOC could just...
They get fake whales.
They could get fake whales. They could whatever.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
They could breed. They could clone whales.
They could clone whales and put them out. Or they could just get like animals that kind of look like whales but nobody cares about. You know, I guess you couldn't put dolphins out there, right? People get really butthurt about that. People like dolphins. But I'm sure there's some big...
girls always have tattoos of dolphins?
I don't know.
Anyways, all right. Back to our Olympic.
Oh, yeah, the Winter Olympics.
Winter Olympics.
I think the only thing that's kept my interest in the Winter Olympics has been the curling events, and I don't think I'm alone.
No, I was playing a card game, playing poker in a poker room at the Grand Sierra, and...
Oh, nice plug.
The entire...
Get a free meal next time.
Oh, yeah, that's I always do. But the entire table was watching curling, and all of us seemed to find this newfound interest in it. You know, I thought this was just a unique event to what was happening with me at the casino or whatever. You know, and then I go home and talk to my roommates, and there's other men. And to be honest, it seems that men, for the most part, are taking more attention, at least in my world, to curling. And I myself find it very interesting. And once I actually knew what the hell they were doing...
It's hard to figure out at first.
Yeah, it's very hard to figure out. But if you sit there and pay attention...
You figure out it's basically shuffleboard.
It is basically shuffleboard. On ice. You know.
And I do enjoy playing shuffleboard from time to time.
Yeah, and I like watching the strategy of it. And dude, there was a smoking hot girl on the English team.
There are some hot
girls.
There
are hot some girls.
I saw there's a hot girl on the American team. There's a hot Japanese girl.
Yeah.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah. But now that we're bringing up the sex of the sport, it seems to me that men have no advantage in this sport.
None. I mean, it's not a power sport at all.
There's nothing about it. Finesse, and, you know, due to general stereotypes, you would think women would actually be better at it because it's finesse.
It is a very finesse sport.
Very finesse.
And there is like cleaning involved when they clean in front of that stone.
Yeah, women are better at sweeping than men.
I'm pretty sure they are. That's what it's called, sweeping, isn't it?
Yeah. So
that's a technical term for it?
Yeah, sweeping.
I mean, my dad didn't teach me how to sweep. My mom taught me how to sweep.
Yeah.
Because she was much better at it. She's probably naturally out of the womb. Women get just better at sweeping.
I heard women used to come out of the womb with brooms, but
I don't know. I think that's a little out there.
Okay.
But I think one of the most interesting things about curling is the fact that these stones apparently come from this one island in Scotland.
Yeah, made of this specific granite. The name I'm not too sure of at the moment.
It really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
We can't pronounce it anyway.
Yeah, granite.
Alicite.
Alicite, ironically found on Alice.
I believe it's Alyssa. Alyssa Craig.
Sorry, Alyssa Craig, an Isle of the Ayrshire.
Who cares?
Who cares?
But basically, the most interesting thing about it is that where they used to mine these rocks, somebody had the brilliant idea to make this a wildlife preserve, so you can no longer mine the rocks.
Yeah, and my guess is the guy who donated the money to make this into a wildlife reserve is the guy who has all
the stones.
All sites,
he probably just went in there with a hauler, took out 50 tons of stones, and then like the day before it became a wildlife reserve.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because now he's selling them to the IOC for $1,500.
Yeah, he has a monopoly.
Oh, it's a genius.
It's great.
That's probably the best monopoly I've heard, at least Olympic related. Even though I guess the Olympics are kind of monopoly
in and of themselves. Yeah,
just another topic entirely. But I think curling. I don't know what it is about it. Like, because it's not like it's power. It's not like it's that exciting. It's not like there's that much action. I think it's just the strategy that men really like the best.
Yeah, well, that I know myself. I can speak for myself, and I agree with you. Once you realize what's going on and what they're actually trying to do and how they spin the stones so they can curl them.
Yes.
Since curling
yeah.
into the right spot. The strategy really plays into it. And even the sweeping, God bless those women with their synchronized stroking with the brooms. I mean, it's just fantastic to watch.
It is.
They can... I'm assuming it works by them creating friction on the ice that's creating water, and it goes faster when they do it. And then
I believe that is a scientific explanation.
I mean, that's how I would guess. It's like an ice skate. You put the blade on the ice, melts the ice. You really skate on water.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So
I don't think a lot of
Jesus has nothing on any ice skaters.
Nothing. Right? Everyone is walking on water with their ice skates. Unless you can't skate, then you're probably heathen. but
all right, so curling. We obviously feel this has been the highlight of the Olympics. Which, despite the amount, I myself have made fun of curling.
No, but I think the most interesting thing is that it's the only women's sport I would ever watch.
Yeah,
there's not another
because
one.
There's not this discrepancy in level of play between men and women.
No, because I would like to see men play women. I think everyone would.
I think everybody would.
It's a strategy game. Like, women should be equal to men in strategy.
Yeah, okay, agreed.
I mean,
I know we had our misogynistic comments earlier, but this would be the true test.
I think it would be.
I think it would.
And I think you'd have basically a Billie Jean versus, what was his name? That old, crusty... Who cares?
Yeah, the guy
before our generation. Yeah. But you old people out there probably know who it is. But like, I think it would be the ultimate test of men versus women's strategy because there's no physical things involved, really.
Really, besides sweeping and
pushing the stone down the ice.
Yeah, but there's no advantage by being more muscular to that.
But I believe they play on the same size of court. Would you say that? Is it called court?
I don't know what you call it.
No idea what to call it.
No idea.
Probably if I watch a little bit more curling, I'll get into it.
Yeah.
I think I would like to curl myself.
I would love to curl. And I mean, prior to this, I would just do it as like a novelty item to say that I had done it, and I probably would have paid a hefty penny. I want to curl. Like, yes. I have this thing. Like, so where do you go curling? I mean, besides Canada?
No, I think they set up some curling clubs. I've seen those. Like, at some ice rinks. You have to have really smooth ice. I think it's kind of a big problem. You can't do it at a skating rink. Skating, for some reason, is much more popular than curling.
I don't get it.
I'm flabbergasted. But I believe that's going to wrap up our show.
Thanks for listening.
I think we're going overtime here, but thanks for everybody for listening. If you made it to this point, God bless you.